Hi guys, it's your girl Tonia once again, and I am back with another video. So today's video we will be doing this makeup look here using the Marc Smartorial eyeshadow palette. I bought this palette when we had the VIB sale at Sephora, and I really wanted to kind of do a green look more so than the blue look, because I felt like when I looked at more other YouTubers using this eyeshadow palette, they were more concentrated on the blue look, so I wanted to use a little bit more of the greens. So this is what I came up with, and if you guys want to see it and you're interested in how I create it, continue to keep on watching. So I have already moisturized my skin, and I haven't primed yet, so I thought I would just use a little bit of the Tarte primer, the smoothing primer, which I use pretty much in every video because I love this stuff. And I use it just on my pore area, and that's really pretty much all I like to use it on, and really in my fine lines, because it kind of smooths out those areas that I need a little extra help with. I'm going to use that for there, and then the perimeter of my face, I'm going to use the Too Faced Hangover primer. I feel like my skin's getting a little bit dry, even though it's getting to be summer, but it's not really that hot here in Kansas City. But this is gonna really, it feels kind of like a lotion kind of almost, and it's gonna give the skin a little bit of extra hydration in the areas that I feel like I need it, like here. Foundation that we're gonna be using today is gonna be the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm in the shade Chestnut. You guys already know I did a video on this foundation, and if you guys want to see that, I will link it up here somewhere for you guys to check out. I do have a ton of foundation reviews because I love foundation, and if you guys are interested, there's a playlist that I will link in the description box as well. I'm going to use my Smashbox blurring foundation brush. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of Fix Plus, which is what I always do when doing foundations. Concealer today that we're going to use is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. I tend to always go back to these concealers because they really just work for over 40 skin. I feel like I remember when I first started really buying other brands other than MAC brands for concealer, and this was the one that I chose. I've been in love with it ever since, and I know I use different concealers on the channel all the time, but I always tend to go back to these ones. I like to use Amande, that's more my skin tone, and then I use Walnut on top of it just for the highlight. Yeah, Walnut for the highlight, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that today, nothing different. Alright, so I have done the concealer, put my powder on and all of that, so we are just going to go ahead and get into the bronzing part of the video. Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Bajan Gal. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the eyeshadow part of it. So I'm going to be using this guy here today. I am going to use a Morphe M514 brush. I'm gonna use this shade here, and they have names on them. This one is called Runs the Show, which is a taupey color. I'm gonna use that as my crease shade today. I don't typically use cool tone palettes a lot, so for me using this is like something. I like higher end palettes because they just work. You don't have to do a lot of work with them, and I'm all about not doing a lot of work with my makeup. I want to make it as easy and as simple as possible. Gonna go back over it with I don't know what kind of brush this is. It's a animal hair brush I got off Amazon, and I'm just gonna kind of use this to just kind of just blow it out a little bit, just soften it a lot. I feel like animal hair brushes really do that. They really just soften out the shade, make it a little bit more blendable and blended. So yeah, so I'm gonna go in with this shade here, which is called Make Sure, right? Oh shoot, I think it's called Make Sure. Yeah, Make Sure. So that's this kind of bluish, tealish, greenish color. I'm gonna go in with a Luxie tapered blending brush, and I'm gonna use that for that. There is a lot of kick up in the pan because these shades are super soft, so a lot of kick up. Yeah, I already see that it's gonna kind of be smoked out, which I'm okay with. I'm not mad at the smokiness. I'm gonna go back in again with that same animal hair brush, and I'm just gonna kind of blend everything out and just kind of soften it up a little bit. I'm not gonna put any other powder on it or anything. I'm just using it as a softener today. Okay, I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go in with the shade For Once, which is that green shade here, and I'm just gonna take my finger here and I'm just gonna use my finger and I'm gonna put it all on the lid of this. That's pretty. That's real pretty. I'm liking that. I'm liking this a lot. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna go in with the shade They Know Who, and I'm gonna use that in my inner corner. I'm gonna use a Morphe 431 brush, M431, and it's kind of like a little pencil brush. I like it for using it for my inner corner. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of that. I'm gonna take a little small brush like this, a little detailer brush, and I'm just gonna actually go underneath my eyes. I'm gonna use this blue here, the deeper blue, and I'm gonna mix it a little bit with that green. For a liner, I'm gonna use two different liners because I didn't have like a bluish greenish color, so I had a teal color and I had a blue, and when I mixed them together, when I kind of did a trial run of what I wanted to do, it turned out really pretty. So I kind of like how the teal kind of brings it out a little bit, and so maybe I just keep the teal. Let's see. So that kind of gives it a little bit of edge, or your edge to it, I think. So we'll just keep. We'll just keep that. So I am going to do my brows off camera, and I'm gonna put on some lashes, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so this is the overall look. I added a little bit of blush, which I used MAC's Raisin, and I also used MAC lip liner in Bittersweet, and the MAC and Aaliyah combination of Try Again, which is my favorite nude. I've been using that a lot lately in my videos. So yeah, you guys, so this is the overall look. If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you have not already subscribed, please become part of the Tonia family. We would love to have you here. We love doing makeup reviews and foundation reviews, and if there is a foundation that you are looking for and you want to know how it works with over 40 skin, check out my playlist. I have over 30 foundations on there for you guys to check out, and you know, I will see you guys in my next one. I love you guys so much, and peace.